Welcome to the space for transformational leaders to unleash their magic, see better client results, work lighter, and live source. Hi there, this is Darla, and today I want to talk about this idea of wasting time or feeling like we're behind somehow. So as I'm recording this, Monday was my wedding anniversary, the wedding anniversary of the marriage that no longer exists. And I've been coming on these various landmark dates as it's been about a year since my marriage ended, and all of the response I've had to that and the healing that has ensued from it. And I really want to say at this stage, I'm at a place of very deep acceptance, profound release. I want to say forgiveness, but I'm not really a big fan of forgiveness per se, because I really believe all is happening for us. So I'm at this place of release of my right to be upset and angry, and really in a place of embracing everything that's changed for me in my life. Now, I want to contrast that to last year when my marriage fell apart. It was blown up, we'll say, to be dramatic. And one of the primary thoughts or reactions that I had was about having wasted my time. I was with my ex for 9 years. It was a delicious 9-year cycle where I grew a lot. And the person that I am now is not the same person I was at the beginning of those 9 years. And a lot of the growth I did on my own. And in fact, had we grown together more, we may not have ended in the same way. I did a lot of my growth on my own, but a lot of the growth happened in the relationship in response to things that were happening in the relationship. I am not the same human in such an amazing way. And if I hold on to this idea, which was my original reaction, I wasted 9 years of my life, right? Prime 9 years of my life wasted. And I shouldn't be the age that I am and be single and starting over. And right, I wasted this time. I'm behind the timeline, the prescribed timeline, which I've always been behind the prescribed timeline anyway. As long as I hold on to that, I'm stuck in that reality that I'm behind or I've wasted my time somehow. Now, there's lots of, I've seen lots of internet posts of how old people were when they started their career or when they changed career, famous people that we know that didn't start until later in life. So I know I don't need to convince you of that there are lots of people who have fully reinvented and creating something magical later in life. And what I do want to speak to is this idea that time can be wasted, and that because we wasted time, we're somehow behind where we think we should be. This idea is so incredibly toxic, and it's so easy to latch onto, right? If I had done something different, I would be in a different place right now. Well, guess what? You're not. You didn't, and here you are. And what if exactly where you are is the perfect place to be, is the most beautiful, amazing place you could possibly be, because it is where you are. And who you are now, like if you're engaging with this conversation, who you are now is amazing. You are clear, you are sourced, you know who you are, you're here to make an impact. You're connected to your divine knowing. And what is that worth? What is that worth? So for me, I can say at this point, I'm at a place where I look at the 9 years I spent with my ex, which in theory ended up as nothing. And I can look at who I became during that time. And it can be hard to give that kind of credit to someone who hurt you, to a situation that didn't feel good, ultimately. But the truth is, my becoming happened in that relationship and in that container. And I can't possibly know how it would have gone in any other way, in any other circumstance, except how it went. And I love who I am, and I love who I've become. So did I waste time? Or did I allow new energies to come through me during that time, getting practice at being a more expansive version of myself, even if it came through contrast, even if it came through things that were hard or not wonderful? I became this newer version of me in that container. And we can't deny that. We can't take that away. And as soon as we make it wrong, we actually lose access to the energy and potency of who we are and of that experience. So I'm just proposing this idea that it is impossible to waste time, that when you have an energetic awareness of life, everything that happens and unfolds is contributing to your becoming energetically. And you have access to all of that forever, even if the exact circumstances that you thought were going to last forever have ended. Even if your business changes, even if your relationship changes, your location changes, your home changes, whatever it is, and you think, I had that, and now I don't have that. But you have who you became in the nurturance of that, and that never goes away. It's like when COVID started, I was doing retreats about how to host retreats. I had a whole program and system helping people host profitable retreats. Well, guess what? That wasn't exactly popular in that moment. Did I then feel like, oh my gosh, the world took away my livelihood and all of that time I spent developing this was wasted because I have to start over? Because I did, I started over. No, I didn't feel that, because who I became in the process of developing that work was accessible to me to develop the next stage. It didn't go away. It's always there. You can't waste your time. You're not behind, and you can't screw it up. Source is with you 100% of the time. I'm curious, what are your thoughts about this? I would love to hear your comments below this video. If this speaks to you, if you know someone who's been beating themselves up over past decisions that needs to hear this, please share, and we'll see you in the next video.